One of my favorite stories is the Count of Monte Cristo. In it, Edmond Dantes, a good and honest man, is betrayed by those he trusts, framed for a crime he didn't commit, thrown into prison for years, and beaten regularly. It seems like evil has won, his life destroyed and future hopeless. The men who put Edmond there seem untouchable, too powerful for justice to ever reach. But while in prison, Edmond is not defeated. Even in his suffering, Edmond is making moves and executing plans, preparing for the day when truth and justice will finally prevail. Israel, God's chosen people, knew what it was like to live under oppression and feel as though evil would never lose. From the beginning of Exodus, we see their suffering. Pharaoh ordering the deaths of Hebrew baby boys and forcing the people into harsh slavery. Through the first 9 plagues, it looked as though Pharaoh had the upper hand. Each time he hardened his heart and refused to let God's people go. Moses and the Israelites must have wondered if Pharaoh's power would ever break. But just like Edmond, God was making moves and executing his plans. Back in Exodus 4, God had told Moses exactly what would happen. Pharaoh would harden his heart and refuse to let his people go. He says, "Israel is my firstborn son. I commanded you. Let my son go so he can worship me. But since you have refused, I will now kill your firstborn son." Pharaoh's cruelty had taken the lives of God's children, and now God himself would ensure that justice was done. Every plague led to this final moment, not only to bring judgment, but to reveal who truly held the power. Even the Egyptians began to view Moses and the Israelites with respect and favor, preparing the way for their deliverance. By the end of chapter 10, Pharaoh angrily declares that if he sees Moses again, Moses will die. But Moses delivers one final message before walking away. God isn't finished. The last plague will reveal once and for all who truly rules. Pharaoh's pride will fall, and God's justice will stand firm. Similarly to Edmond's story, Exodus 11 reminds us that evil may seem to win for a season, but God is always working behind the scenes. He always has the final word. Where do you need this reminder today? Maybe it feels like evil is winning in your life, your circumstances, or the world around you. Remember, God is still at work, and his final plan to make all things new will happen just as he said it would. Because no matter what it looks like now, God always has the final word.